Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another night, another episode. We're here talking about Reddit stories tonight. We're going through, if you're not familiar with it, r/ I am the asshole, or change that, am I the asshole? AITA. I'm not the dyslexic one. That's okay. Um,
Hey,
hey, listen, we're off to a good start. We got to get funny, right?
Facts.
So,
Facts.
do we want to get right into it, or do we want to sit and just, you guys got anything you want to say?
First off, I want to give a big shout out. TikTok's been popping. TikTok
Yeah,
has been
it
popping.
has.
Big shout out to Shane. Shane is the guy who edited our clip. I want to just say from me to you, that was probably one of the best things that I have seen come from a podcast clip wise. I think it was very entertaining, short, sweet. It was great.
Thank you. I spent a whole hour and 20 minutes on it.
Hey, it works, man. It worked out. I think it looked good. It got some good attention.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I think it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're just over 5,500 now, if I remember correctly.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And this is gonna be kind of we're gonna kind of fit this in this whole topic of it was originally gonna be called rating Reddit relationships. We had a
Yes.
name for it. We're not gonna say that live on the internet, but rating Reddit relationships. So we're gonna do this one. Start off with I the asshole, which is obviously a classic. I think everybody's been
Yeah.
on TikTok and you swipe and all you see is somebody playing Subway
Minecraft
Surfers.
parkour.
Minecraft Hardcore Subway
Yeah.
Surfers, and
Yeah.
it's just somebody talking about a Reddit story, and I think it's entertaining, and I figured it'd be a great topic to talk about. And we're gonna fit these in. I think we discuss once a month. We'll add one of these
At least,
Reddit relationships, and this will be. We're gonna bring on some special guests during these episodes, and definitely some entertaining
Yes.
friends we'll bring in, and then our other episodes are gonna be a little bit longer, a little bit more personal. But these are going to be just fun. We're going to talk about some other people's stories. So I want to say that again for everybody out there. None of these stories are from us.
Yes.
These are from the people of Reddit. So none of this we are going to talk about tonight involves any of us. So I'll pass it over to Shane and I'll let him get into the first story.
Yeah, just for a little bit of context, with tonight's episode, we're, like he said, and like I said, we're doing Am I the Asshole? Forget if we say I am the asshole like 30 times, because I said it and now he said it, and I'm sure it's going to continue. And yeah, I think if you guys are down for it, I think spreading out just past relationships and towards just anything we can find funny in subreddits would be cool topics to hit.
Yeah.
I believe last week you mentioned something about a squirrel in a mason jar on Reddit,
Yes.
or Facebook.
Yes, there's a Reddit group called Facebook Marketplace Finds. And we are going to go on there
Or
next week, next month, next episode, when we do an episode about Reddit. We are going to go on there and we're going to rate some Facebook Marketplace finds. And another one I want to do is going on Reddit and go on the People of Walmart page. And I want to see all of the people of Walmart. I think that would be crazy.
There's some good potential in this.
There's some good potential in both of those. So we're going to start it off with, of course, a classic.
So, to begin, again, forgive me, I'm probably going to say I am the asshole like 30 times.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for making my daughter leave because my husband is attracted to her?
Let's just get I
wasn't here for that choice. What?
Off the bat.
We're starting off strong. We're starting off strong.
Red flag. Red flag off the bat already. We're throwing it. We're throwing the flag already.
I told you we're starting off strong. Here we go. All right. I, 55 female, have been married to my husband and my daughter's stepdad, 63 male, for 4 years. My 23-year-old daughter and I have a complicated relationship. She has been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, and she has a lot of trauma from watching me and my husband's horrible marriage go down and was bullied in school. When she told me she was being bullied by her peers, my view that all children are innocent really tied my hands, because I told her that if I said anything to them, I would be an adult harassing a child. She has blamed me for that ever since and keeps referring to this one time where the kids at school called her trash due to the fact that she wasn't taking care of her hygiene due to depression. Not all of my response was telling her to take a shower, and I bought her new clothes. The bullying finally ended with an expulsion and a suspension for the ringleaders. She still throws the fact that a school clinic volunteer told... What? The ringleaders, like the...
You cut out there. Oh, okay.
The circle of bullies.
No, you cut out there. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Hold up, where was I? She still throws the fact that a school clinic volunteer told her that if she was their kid, she'd have permission to punch back if administrators didn't do anything. I thought that having her live with me while she finishes school and gets a good job would help heal some childhood wounds if my second husband and I modeled a healthy relationship. However, my daughter now doesn't get along with my husband. She is very introverted, creative, and she likes immersing herself in escapism. So she'd get annoyed if she was sitting eating alone and my husband would sit across from the table and begin to eat, saying she ate later so she could eat alone. However, my husband started acting distant from me and my daughter complained that his eyes lingered for too long. She got very angry and there was a lot of shouting and slamming of doors. Finally, my husband admitted he's attracted to her and it's hard to be around her all day. Said she was walking temptation and said that that's why he was avoiding sex with me. I was
let me get this straight. Hold up. He is 63, right?
Turned so fast.
This just went from, oh yeah, normal bullying story to, I want to fuck your daughter.
She's 23.
Okay. All right. Let's
40 years.
Are we pausing here?
Let's let Shane finish, then we'll unpack.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That took me off guard.
Yeah, that's why I started laughing.
Understandably.
However, my husband started acting no, hold on, that's the wrong paragraph. I was so upset to hear this. I don't blame my daughter for this, but at the same time, the situation has become unbearable. Something would have to give, and I couldn't collect my thoughts with both of them still being in the house. So I gave my daughter money to stay an extended stay at a hotel and asked her to utilize her college's emergency financial and housing resources they have for students in need. She responded by storming out and telling my ex, who is now circling social media, using it to paint me as the villain of all villains. I'm not abandoning my daughter. She qualifies for those resources anyway, since my ex is unemployed and we are in substantial debt. I just need time to process the situation and don't want to leave my house Don't want to leave my house to stay with my daughter when I have a marriage to figure out and whether or not to save. Am I the asshole?
Yes. Immediately, I'm gonna just go.
Yes.
You are the asshole. Number one, you let your kid get bullied upon bullied. It took you how long to tell your kid to take a shower and get her new clothes? Number one, that's the first issue.
Going back.
That shit should have been.
Story is just
that shit should have been taken care of. It should have been bit the bullet. Should have been bit right there.
Okay, hold up. Because it wasn't necessarily bullying.
No, it was bullying.
They just told her go take a fucking shower, you nasty bitch.
I just kind of glossed over the fact that in the first sentence it says that the two of them only been married for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
She kicked out her 23-year-old daughter on the streets for a man she met 4 years ago.
Well, you don't know if they met 4 years ago. You just know they've been together for 4 years.
Married for 4 years.
But that's what counts in this case.
Let's just say that they've been together for 8 years. We'll say they were together 4 years, got married then.
Yeah, even then.
Correct. Your daughter's 23. That is your kid. And you threw her basically to the wolves and told her, hey, go hit up your college and ask them about their emergency money and emergency housing because your stepdad is attracted to you.
You can't take a mental health leave from being a parent.
No. To fix your broken marriage? No. Your marriage is toast. Your marriage is toast. If you stay with that man, you are a terrible human being.
Do we want to go through some of the comments?
Yes, let's go. Yeah, let's read some of the top comments. Just the top ones.
Best comments. Let's see. You are the asshole. 1. I have a hard time believing that her. Never mind. I thought I said did. That her DID just came from seeing you and your ex fight. DID stems from repeated trauma before the age of 9-ish. 2. You're punishing your daughter for your husband being inappropriate. Kick him out of the house while you figure things out. That's the top comment, and it's kind of funny because it's just straight up the fucking truth.
Yeah. That's honestly. That's probably one of the best answers you could put, is why was he not thrown out of the house?
You are the asshole. Kick the husband out who can't keep his eyes and his penis to himself.
Amen.
That's 63.
That's 63.
It's 63 years of age.
Man, we know that shit don't work anyway. Let's be realistic.
For the hope of God, I desperately hope this is fake. Please tell me you made this up.
Here's the thing with these, though. Do I believe that some of them are fake? Yes.
Definitely.
But do I believe that some of them are real? Yes. Like, there's a couple in here that I think are real that we picked out. We picked out 7 of them. We're going to read 7. We're going to read 7. I do believe that out of the 7, there's probably 3 or 4 that are all true. Uh-oh. Little technical difficulty.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Shane's exercise bike went for a little show there.
Good. I don't have anywhere else to put it, other than the middle of the room.
The hell are you banging? It sounds like the the metal bar
bell.
sound.
Bicycle bell.
Okay, there we go.
No, the metal bar sound. Like
All right, I'm back. Okay. So, on to the next one, or we got more to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all could agree here that obviously,
she is the asshole.
She is the asshole. I think
she is the asshole.
We need to put like a thing on the screen, a pop. She is the asshole.
Yeah. No, you know how we have the 2 spaces in each corner?
Yep.
We can do the asshole counter and the not the asshole counter.
Perfect. Wait.
Yeah, just use the Law and Order sound. The dun dun.
Speaking about counters, I think there's a very important one we need to talk about real quick.
Oh, this is true.
Ryan, give us an update on the pizza counter.
Hold on. Drum roll. I don't know if the mics are gonna pick this up. We'll try it anyway.
We were at 6. We were at 6 last week. We were at 6 pieces
6 last week.
6 pieces.
And then by the time we edited, we hit 8.
Okay.
So I updated that in the video.
To 8. We're at 8 pizzas.
The last time we updated.
Yes.
That.
Drum roll, please, Ryan. How many pizzas are we at?
I am $20 off 9.
Aw, that's lame.
I am $20 off 9.
Okay. Not there yet.
That's a damn shame.
Dude, maybe by next episode.
Somebody order them a pizza. Order a pizza right now.
Use his credit card though.
Yeah. they're open. Order pizza.
My credit card.
You need to be your points.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
All right. So, am I the asshole for having my son miss his graduating road trip to watch his sibling?
All right. Before we even start, yes, you are.
Yes.
Let's get some context. Maybe there's a good reason.
Yeah.
My son just graduated high school, and we were paying so he could go on a road trip with his friends. He was supposed to leave on Wednesday. My wife's mother and father got in a bad car accident, and they live in another state, so we had to drive about 4 hours. My wife was a wreck and wasn't in the position to drive since her dad was critical. He pulled through, luckily. We have 2 other kids, 7 and 11. We can't leave them home alone, and we couldn't find a sitter to watch them on such short notice. We even tried our neighbors, but they couldn't make it. So that left our 18-year-old. He was pissed. He was pissed, to put it mildly, but did it. I told him we would make it up to him, and if he could ask his friend, could move it back a week, but sadly they could not. We were gone for 2 days. He pulled through. My wife stayed, and I headed back. I paid him for watching the kids, and just went to talk to him about not getting on his road trip. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, and they should be just a state over. He blows up about ruining his trip, and there's no point in going, even though there should still be 12 days left of the trip. He called up a jerk and locked himself in his room. I think
called us. Probably supposed to be us.
Yeah. I need another opinion, since this was emergency, and he doesn't seem to care about his grandparents almost passing. Edit. We called his mom. Let's say it didn't end well. He did say basically the same thing that he said to me. Wife had a breakdown on the phone with him. She sent him the injuries and pictures of grandma and grandpa. He finally came out of his room and told me he isn't going onto the trip, and the plane tickets were not needed. Talked to my wife. Never heard her that mad. Son confirmed what happened. He started yelling at her at the moment the call started, and she lost her shit when he called her selfish. On good news, Grandpa has some feeling back at his legs, which was a huge concern. For people saying we didn't have an emergency plan, we do. First, my closest friend on vacation. Our main babysitter not available. Our backup babysitter also not available. Last resort grandparents in the hospital. We tried to find someone. That's why we even asked our neighbor, which we have good relationships with. This will be my last update. Had a conversation with my son about everything. Mom and him will have a conversation when she calms down. His friends are not a state over. They're 2 at this point, going down to Mexico. They probably will get to the border by night. That is, they were supposed to be going to California. He had his passport and everything ready. This is a fucking mess. I haven't informed my wife yet, and we'll wait until she is calmer. I'll leave off with, I hope none of you have ever had to deal with a situation like this. And please remember, your parents are human.
Now this is one of those ones where I opened it up with a very bold statement that I called them an
That's
asshole.
why I said to hold up. I had a feeling about this one.
I think we're gonna have to go to the left corner here and say you are not an asshole. I think well, number one, if you caught that at the end, their trip was a lie. Their whole trip. Now they are going across the border to Mexico, not to California like they were supposed to. So number one, they got caught. They were not supposed to be in Mexico. They were going to Mexico. Passport was not supposed to be taken. You don't need a passport to travel inside the United States.
Yeah.
So immediately, number one, he got caught. So that's strike one. Strike two, I mean, it seems as if this... I think this is a real one. To me, this seems like this is a realistic thing that a family could go through.
Yeah. Horrible, but realistic.
Yeah. Now, I think...
Ryan?
I'm changing my sweatshirt. Keep talking. It's like 1,000 degrees in my room without my fan, okay?
You should have thought about that 20 minutes ago.
So, I think I'm going to say, obviously not the asshole. And I think the kid is at fault. I think if the kid, tune in tomorrow for our episode of the podcast, by the way. It's kind of, a little bit of death in there. So,
by the time this goes up, it'll be like a week and a half ago.
Yeah. Episode 2. Ryan is now shirtless in the background with his flashlight.
This clown. I'm going to have to put something up above his camera.
Yeah. Like a please wait, like a screen. Yeah, I think the kid's at fault. I think the kid... but we know how we are. Let's be real. I think if you had this whole trip planned with all your buddies, and it's just unfortunate circumstances for both parties, do I think the kid should be a little bit more mature and understanding? It seems like grandparents almost died. Like, serious type of accident where grandpa's just feeling his legs back. That's a pretty serious...
Ryan,
pretty serious.
That is not a sweatshirt.
I didn't wear a sweatshirt.
Pretty serious car accident. So
you just flashed the camera with r/34. It's the wrong Reddit, man.
Wrong Reddit. But yeah, I think the kid's the asshole. I think the parents are not. I think the parents, the dad who wrote this, I'm assuming it sounded like, I'm gonna say number one, he's not the asshole. Number two, the kid needs a big reality check.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, listen, actually, this kind of ties back into last week's episode. Ryan and I both lost our graduations and our proms. I had fucking plans to go up to a house out in the mountains with a bunch of people for a weekend.
We were supposed to go to
that was awesome. So I was like, you just got to realize, like, hey, can't do it. Especially when it's something like this, like you said, your grandparents are gonna fucking die.
Yeah,
and your parents say, "Hey, we have to go make sure our parents are mom's parents are okay. Can you watch your siblings?"
Yeah, but in the moment, I think if this was like a 2-day,
but it wasn't just one blow up.
Yeah,
it was.
I think if this was one blow up and it lasted a day, and then either that night when he was in bed, okay. Yeah. I'm mad. Am I pissed off I'm pissed off? Yes. But am I pissed off at my parents and my grandparents? No. I'm pissed off at the situation.
100%.
I think now that would have been a way to handle it, and I think that would have been acceptable, and there probably wouldn't have even been a Reddit story. But the fact that it's now weeks later and this kid is still, cursing out his mom and calling her selfish because she was worried about her parents being alive, yeah, I think that's an issue.
This kid's name is Kyle, 100%.
100%. He punches holes in the walls. 100%. Yeah, he's a wall puncher.
He's got Monster Energy stacked to the fucking T's next to his fucking Xbox.
I don't know what he thought he was trying to sneak to Mexico at, what is it, 17 is usually average graduation
17,
year.
18, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at 18, I was supposed to go to Canada, but
not by sneaking there alone on a road trip.
Yeah, they were driving.
That is ballsy as fuck.
You know how many people get stopped by the cartel when you're driving through Mexico and they rob you for everything you have,
including the car you came in?
Texas border, not from an airport.
Yeah, they're going from the Texas border. What? Excuse
me? Including the car you came in?
Yeah, they take everything. Yeah, your passport, everything.
Good luck getting back in.
I am Ryan now.
Here's the thing, though. Are you legally allowed to cross the border without an adult underage?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean...
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought maybe there was a rule that you had to be over 18.
You can be fucking 12.
Alone?
I mean, they'll be worried, obviously, but
Ryan, I'm gonna be serious. I really cannot imagine a bunch of military men with AR-15s telling the 12-year-old, "Yeah, right this way. Grab an ice cream on the way out."
Legally, yes, he's allowed to cross. Is it right? And will they call, some sort of parent or guardian?
I'm looking this up. I can't believe that.
Yeah, Shane's gonna take a second. Look up. Do you have to be a certain age to cross the border?
No passengers under 18 across the U.S.-Canadian border unaccompanied.
Okay, well.
Look up the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah, you look up U.S.
Okay, so Canada is smart. Canada knows what they're doing.
Mexico as well.
Okay, so he was 18 probably. They're probably 18. Let's be realistic. 18 graduating high school is not that crazy.
18 and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that literally just sounds like a bad fucking rom-com waiting to happen.
A movie about
rom-com. More like an action movie.
Yeah, they're gonna fall in love with the men that they find in the ICE prison.
All right, I think
you might let's all agree. Safer in Mexico jail than Mexico.
Let's all agree.
I've never been. I can't speak for it, but
yeah,
not the
asshole.
Not the asshole.
Ryan, not the asshole. Yeah. All right, Shane. On to the next one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not giving my girlfriend, 25 female, my dinner after I had already bought her dinner?
All right, immediately, you're not the asshole. I already know that's going.
No, because if she goes, oh yeah, I don't want food. Oh yeah, wait, your food arrived? Oh, that smells good. Oh, let me get a piece.
Can I have a bite?
Yep, that's how it goes every time.
Yeah, I had a feeling you guys were going to jump on this one. That's why I picked it.
This is a classic girl. Now, I'm going to wait to hear it unfold because I think there might be more to this.
All right, this is a bit of a long one, so we'll see. I see dollar signs in there. This is going to be good. My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 29 male, live in New York City, and there's a popular app where you buy leftover restaurant food. Restaurants advertise surprise bags at a reduced price in order to reduce food waste. The customer doesn't know what they're getting until they pick the food up, but the cost is at least 3 times lower than the normal menu price. For example, if an entree is $24, the restaurant will change $8 at most for it. These are hit or miss. Sometimes you get exactly what you want at a greatly reduced price, but sometimes you get something that you otherwise wouldn't have picked from the menu. I ordered a surprise bag from a barbecue place that I was picking up on the way home yesterday. I texted my girlfriend asking if she wanted one, and she said no, she wasn't in the mood for barbecue. However, there was an Indian restaurant right next door that also had surprise bags available. So she ordered one of them, and the barbecue was $12, and the Indian food was $10. When I get home, I unpacked the meals to see what we got. I was psyched about my bag. Since I paid $12, I knew the value had to be at least $36. But honestly, the platter looked a lot more expensive. This was a hit. Keep in mind that we live in West Village, which is the most expensive neighborhood and the most expensive city in the United States. $36 for a meal is typical. There were burnt ends, ribs, pulled pork, baked beans, potato salad, bread, onions, and pickles. My girlfriend, however, was less lucky. Her surprise bag only had 6 different types of soup, half of them being variations of cauliflower soup. She was disappointed to say the least. She asked if she could share my barbecue, and I said no, I'm hungry.
Damn straight.
I offered to buy you some already, and you said no, so I am going to devour it.
You are not the asshole.
I love the energy.
Is there more or is that it?
What?
Is there more or is that it?
No, there's more. Okay. She got mad and called me the asshole. I told her if she didn't want soup, she should have ordered something specifically instead of using the surprise bag app. I then told her to just order something off a food delivery app. She said she didn't want to spend more money. Another bit of context is I make a lot more money than her and pay all of our rent. I know she's running a bit of a lean financial picture right now. I then tell her that if she doesn't want to pay for delivery, I'll walk to the bodega on our street and buy her something there. Another bit of context is that we live on the 4th floor, on a 4th floor walk-up with no elevator, and she broke her leg in a car accident a month ago. So it can be tough for her to get around. She says the grill is probably off there, and all she wants is a hot meal. I tell her she has soup. Anyway, she thinks I'm the asshole, but in my defense, I offered to buy her barbecue to begin with, which she declined. She picked out her own food, and I grabbed it for her on my way home. When she wasn't satisfied, I suggested 2 solutions, either ordering something more or going to the bodega. So, Reddit, am I the asshole?
No.
100%
no.
No.
I'd eat 90% of the rib. I'd eat 90% of the rib and throw it in our soup.
Listen, now here's the thing with Indian
cauliflower soup sucks, but you made a gamble.
I don't know how many people out there enjoy.
You made your bed, lie in it.
I don't know how many enjoy Indian food, but especially I'm sure in New York, Indian's probably popular. So you got to think of like especially when you're getting like leftovers off of like an app like that, you got to think of what's not selling.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
If you're getting leftover Indian, you're not getting butter chicken, rice, and some like naan bread. You should know this already that's not happening. There's no leftovers of that. You got to think all the shit on these apps are the shit nobody wants. That's the leftovers.
And you got to hope it didn't come off their plate.
Yeah, and this guy got lucky. He hit a gold. They made too much barbecue the night before. They made too much barbecue the night before. He got lucky. Like he said, he struck gold. Too. Yeah, he said he struck gold. $12 for all that in New York City and where they live, East Village or West Village. Yeah, he hit gold. I mean, but that's like the gamble you make though when you order like that. Like,
give her the baked beans is the closest thing to soup.
Why do you keep leading in so close?
Give her the bread. Give her the bread. Give her the bread pickles. Give her the bread pickles and onions and tell her to make a sandwich. There you go.
Just take the beans and put it into a paste and throw some water in there.
Let's see some of these heinous comments. There's got to be.
I know.
Ones. All of them have been so serious. That's why I haven't been reading a lot. You had plenty of good food, could have shared it, had a good time, and gone to bed happy in love. Instead, you are sitting here asking strangers on Reddit if you're an asshole. That means you are.
Is that a woman?
Karen.
Is that a woman? Is that a woman?
That's old style Thor.
I want to know who old style Thor is.
Yeah, if your name on Reddit's old style Thor, please, we'd love to bring.
Why did it give me an 18+ warning when I clicked on his profile?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna click back.
Click off.
I'll tell you right now. I'll take that bet any day. That is a woman. That is 100% a woman. That's yeah, you want McDonald's fries? No, I'm good. Come home with the fucking the quarter pounder and the full meal. Let me have some of your fries. Nah, not happy. This is my food.
See, but the only thing that matters, what app is this? I'm coming to New York City soon, and I need to know. Edit, I think I found it. It's called Too Good to Go, for anyone wondering.
I was going to say, Too Good to Go.
Shout out Too Good to Go.
Here's the thing, though. If you're a good boyfriend and you know how it is,
you'll buy the fries.
If you're at McDonald's, you grab a second fry. You grab a small fry. You get yourself your meal.
Throw a small fry.
$1.59. You're not worth an argument for $1.59.
But if you get greedy and start dipping your fucking fingers in my quarter pounder,
Ryan, why does this sound personal to you?
This happened to me before, and it got me so pissed.
Yeah, you don't touch his pizza. Domino's is not shareable.
I will bite you over my food.
Dude, I promise you, I do not want your pineapple bacon Domino's pizza.
No, this is any food.
Lava cakes.
If you go into my fridge and my roommate, right? He'll eat the fucking lid on the fridge. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
We have our names on this, right? He asks us now, but if you do not put a sticky note on your damn food, it will be gone by the time you took your dump and came back downstairs to eat it.
He's a garbage disposal.
Yes.
He's a garbage disposal.
We literally had chicken cutlets. My mom made 50 chicken cutlets. 50.
Oh, I remember that.
I was there.
30 of them were gone.
Yeah.
By 2 days in.
I was gonna say,
I might have had something to do with that.
How do you eat? No. You did. But not that much.
No. For a large human being, I really don't eat a lot. Let's be realistic. Ryan can contest for me. I really don't eat a lot. But I think I had maybe 3 chicken cutlets over a 2-day span.
I think my roommate Serge had 15. I think he made
so much for leaving the name out. That was quick.
Nah, he don't care. He would snake down 3 whole chickens if he could.
Yeah,
and he knows it.
He loves food. I will give him that.
There was a picture on Serge. I'll let you know right now. I saw that picture. He works at Chick-fil-A. He had his entire bed
covered in Chick-fil-A cookies.
With Chick-fil-A cookies.
I mean,
from entire bed,
headboard to footboard, one layer
cookies or something.
Yes, a layer of Chick-fil-A cookies.
Literally, it could have worked as a bridge if you had some tape. Yeah,
you could have sewed it into a quilt, full bed size, covered of cookies.
Full on Cookie Monster.
So let's all vote together. Are we all? I think we're all on the same page. I'm gonna go not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
All right, that'll be another tally in the left corner. All right.
All right, so left side, I guess.
Next story.
I'm just writing that so I can catch it when I edit.
Right side is they are the asshole. So far, they have 1. Are not the asshole. We have 2. So right and left, we got 1 versus 2.
I'm surprised. I thought is the asshole would be winning.
Me too.
But we still got a few left.
Yes.
So. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my roommate that her anorexia is not my problem?
I like where this is going already.
So we're off to a good start, clearly. We are both 23 female. It's been getting into the what?
The 19th century?
The 90s female where we live?
90s.
90s?
90, like 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90
oh,
Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird as hell.
Okay.
You cannot do that when you put F for an age, like a sentence before. I mean, not age, you know what I mean?
Sex,
the age.
Sex, Gender.
Anyway, we are both 23 female. It's been getting into the 90s Fahrenheit where we live, so I've been turning on the AC when I get home. I also work a physically intense outdoor job, so I come home really sweaty and exhausted from the heat. The apartment will stay cool enough for me to fall asleep, but then later I'll wake up in the middle of the night completely drenched. I then get up to find my roommate has been switching the AC off while I'm sleeping. This really upsets me because it's been making me really dehydrated and tired to begin with from not sleeping well, and it's been impacting my work.
We fighting on site. We fighting. You touch the thermostat, it's on site. If it's at a crisp, highest I'll go is 71. It drops above. You have your house over 70 degrees. You belong under the jail.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
Under the fucking jail. Continue, but I just had to throw in my 2 cents.
No, I agree. I just put an AC unit in my window the other day because I'm getting ready for the fall and the winter.
Yeah.
When my family turns the heat on and my room becomes an inferno.
Yep, that's why I'm 3rd floor in the college room. I have my AC blasting. In the middle of winter, I'll wake up with frost on my floor.
Yeah. Anyway, she's unemployed right now, so I thought she might have been hung up about the power bill. When I finally talked to her about it, I explained that I'm already very sensitive to heat to begin with, and that because we're fortunate enough to have AC, I want to enjoy it when I get home, especially after a long day at work, and that the heat is causing problems for me. I even offered to foot some of her share of the power bill if she was really concerned about it. But then she said that it turns off because the apartment gets too cold. I should add that our AC is set at 70 and has never been moved below that. I told her.
I
knew you were gonna say something.
Nah. You're a demon. First of all, I don't know who's worse. The fact that you set your house at 70, that's your cool temperature. Or the motherfucker who turns the heat above 70.
Derek, I think we need your little wooden buddy's input on this.
Pause.
She got dirty foot fungus growing out of her eyelashes. There's no way.
George has something to say. He said, "She is a quack."
He has spoken.
He has spoken. So George agrees that she is a quack, aka she is the asshole. But look at it.
Oh, whoa. We lost you for a minute, and then you went like Barry Allen.
Barry Allen.
All right.
I said George says she's the quack. George says she is a quack, and she is the asshole. But continue.
Okay. I told her that she should just use some blankets or put a sweater on if it was really bothering her because the heat is unbearable. She then countered by saying that because she's in recovery from anorexia, she's really sensitive to cold and that I'm not prioritizing her needs. I then responded by saying, I'm sympathetic to your situation, but that is your problem and not mine. And it is starting to have a negative impact on me, and we need to find some middle ground here because I can't take off my own skin when it gets too hot. She then got extremely upset and angry at me, told me that I was being ableist and insensitive. I'm kind of bothered by this because I've also had struggles with eating disorders in the past. So, am I the asshole here?
Kick her in the pussy. Kick her in the pussy. Kick her right in the pussy. Feel how cold she is now. I bet the last thing you'll be worried about is how cold you are.
Here's the thing. So
there's more. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Additional info from a comment I made so it doesn't get buried. I see a lot of people making the assumption that I'm completely unwilling to compromise with her on the fact that I have it set at 70. During our talk, I offered to adjust the temperature, but she wants it completely off, not just adjusted all the way, and that was what made me angry.
Roundhouser. roundhouse. I want you to do a cage kick. Jump off the side of your wall and Spider-Man kick that girl in the jaw.
Dude, I have to side with her because I drop that line all the time when people give me shit about keeping places cold. I'm like, you can put on a jacket. I can't tear off my skin.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree 100%. And it's, hold on, calling her ableist, if you didn't catch, she's recovering from her eating disorder. She does not
why would she no longer has weight?
An eating disorder.
Also, is that
90 degrees Fahrenheit?
I don't know if that's considered a disability. Obviously, we're not, scientists.
Walking to work is a disability nowadays, so I don't know.
Waking up on time is apparently a disability too. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, not waking up on time. It's called what is it? What is it called now? Time.
Dude, I am not touching this joke with a 40-foot pole, man. This is on my business card.
Okay. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so
here's my thing. Here's my input. I think. She told her to put a sweater on. She told her that she would cover part of the electric bill. For an unemployed person, that if you were broke and you hear somebody saying, I will pay part of your bills, I would jump on that shit immediately.
Yes, immediately.
Why would you not? I got to pay less bills this month? Immediately. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
So, I think that I think the roommate's the asshole. I think the girl writing this is not the asshole. We're going to add another one. Surprising. I am really surprised.
Not the asshole.
Yes, not the asshole.
People in the comments agree. Oh, that is an overwhelming not the asshole.
I just realized me just cutting it out of nowhere is going to make a great clip.
Oh, yeah. Kick her right in the pussy.
Yes. But no,
I guess we're doing another out of context for this one.
Yes.
This will be a longer out of context. There's more context.
It's gonna be like she got a bunch of soup. Kick her in the pussy.
Take the baked beans and just. That's what good pussy sounds like.
Not the asshole. Heat and cold are two different beasts for finding solutions for. You can wear warmer clothes. You cannot shed your skin to get cooler. She can also block her vents. No need to shut it off entirely.
Facts. Throw some plastic over the fucking vents if you're freezing.
I'd put a screw right below 70 degrees. Just drill it right there so she can't drop it down any lower.
Not the asshole. It's 90 degrees. Tell the bitch to put on a damn sweater.
What's the name of that Reddit user?
Cuervo Guy 2002.
Shout out Cuervo Guy 2002.
Yes.
Shout out to him. Valid statement.
Valid.
Tell the bitch to put a sweater on.
Yes.
All right.
Here's the thing though. Like, how are you still cold if you got a hoodie, sweatpants, and a blanket on?
If you were, the bigger thing is, if you were anorexic, right?
And you're cold at 70 degrees. Hold on. Yeah. You're cold at 70.
First of all, you can throw clothes on. Second of all, why would you want it to be 90 degrees and lose more weight and reverse everything that you've been doing to recover?
That is true, but I just realized something. And reminder what he said. We are not fucking scientists.
No, we
nor are we doctors. We're the farthest thing from it.
We're not medical professionals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Anorexia makes you lose weight. Is anemia not the thing that makes you cold because you don't have white blood cells?
Or anemia is low blood count.
Anemia is
low white blood cell count, right?
Low white blood cell and low iron.
Yeah,
correct.
Low iron.
Isn't that the one that makes you cold?
Yes.
Isn't anorexia just don't eat?
Well, anemia and anorexia go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand because you're not consuming any red
I've known
meat.
plenty of people that are anemic but not anorexic.
No, well, it's usually anorexia causes anemia, but you could also just have anemia.
Yes.
You could just have anemia. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, I just thought about that. Okay.
Yeah. I was borderline anorexic.
Yeah, Ryan was. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah. Would you ever turn the air conditioning above 70?
No, because I like
living. It's
not
air conditioning then. It's a desk fan.
It's a desk fan.
Dude,
tell her to get a space heater. They're like $20 at Walmart.
Or a fucking blanket.
Get a quilt. I don't care.
A fucking heated blanket. They're like $50 on Amazon.
Burrito yourself and walk around the house. Okay, it's really not that hard.
Man.
Put on some.
Especially if you're unemployed, that's just enjoyable.
You ain't doing nothing all day.
The amount of times I went to class with just I'll be walking downstairs with a burrito. Like literally, I'll walk into school with a blanket.
Yeah.
If it's too cold outside, I will take my Monroe fucking blanket, grab that shit, put it around myself, and walk into my Spanish class.
Yeah, Ryan loves de-doxing himself. By episode 5, we're gonna know his address. Yes. I'm telling you. We went from
am I Monroe, New York, or am I Monroe, New Jersey?
I was making my bank account password.
Yeah. All right, Shane. On to the next one. We got another one. We got a vote. We got a vote.
Oh, that's right.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. No.
This is going really differently than I thought it would with the scoring. I thought this would have a lot more assholes.
Shane, on to the next one.
Okay. Man spoke.
Man has spoken.
Am I the asshole for pre-gaming my wife's dinners?
No. Immediately no. I know what this is. So I'm predicting. Let's give a quick prediction.
Okay, go for it.
I think on the way home from work, he's stopping at McDonald's, grabbing a cheeseburger through the drive-thru, eating that shit, and then going home. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't think that's what he meant by pre-gaming.
No, I don't think he's drinking. I think he's eating. I think he's pre-gaming by eating.
Yes.
All right.
Honestly, or maybe the food's that bad that he has to
I guess
slug a half a bottle of vodka.
When I heard it, I thought he meant like
because if you think about
his
pre-gaming,
wife plans a dinner, so he drinks beforehand.
No. I'm thinking pre-gaming in the sense of just like what it is you drink before you go out. That means you get drunk before you have to pay for drinks at the bar. So my thing is with your pre-gaming a dinner, which would mean like, I'm gonna eat and then go to the dinner.
That's
all right, Shane, hit us with the story.
Let's find out.
My wife and I are both 32. Since we got married and moved in together 5 months ago, my wife has simply not made nearly enough food for me. This is okay. This is not a kind of situation where I'm constantly agitated at her for incompetence or wait, what?
Here's your olive.
This is not a kind of situation where I'm constantly agitated at her for incompetence or anything like that. But I would simply be more happy to microwave a burrito. I would be more happy to whip up a PB&J, but I can't, because my wife has every single night of our marriage done the same thing, making me a tiny dinner. I'm talking like a Chinese chicken salad with 30 grams of chicken and 10 leaves of lettuce arranged fashionably with dressing. When I finish eating, I'm still hungry, because for a 230-pound man who works a physical labor job, it's just not enough food. At first, I tried to openly communicate with her, but she...
A blue-collar man? You're feeding a blue-collar man?
That's like feeding that's like feeding a lion a fucking goddamn salad every night.
Nugget.
Yeah.
One chicken nugget.
Here you go.
Not a blue-collar man. That's a...
Yeah. I this isn't as punchy to me because I thought it was going to be like some fucked up like alcoholic story.
Nope, I knew it. I knew he eats before he goes home.
All right. At first, I tried to openly communicate with her, but she always took it horribly. She would adopt a 1,000-yard stare and then begin talking about how incompetent she is and how she can't even make her husband a proper dinner. I try to calm her down with, "Oh, honey, that's not the case. I just eat too much," or "Don't worry about it. I can make a bit more." I try to be overwhelmingly positive. It never helped. She would always just get incredibly disappointed in herself, cry, and or take it out on me. Then she would make the exact same amount for the following day. After the communication route failed, I tried to eat her dinners as is. It became hard to sleep at night due to hunger, and I lost 7 pounds in the first month. Eventually, I figured out my own system. On my way home from work, I started swinging by a fast food restaurant and getting myself a burger. I would basically pregame her meals with more calories. I figured it was a win-win. What she didn't know couldn't hurt her, and I could still have my fill of food. I would eat on my way home, walk in the door, pick at the salad or quinoa or homemade mac and cheese, compliment her on her delicious cooking, and later dispose of the wrappers discreetly.
I knew it.
I'll tell you what.
Oh man!
After the third day, I'd put the Big Mac on my plate, right next to her food.
Right, wait, hold
I'd
on.
be like, "I told you." What?
Update.
Oh.
2 days ago, I was on my way home in the drive-thru line. My mother-in-law was coming out of the restaurant. She ran over and greeted me. I asked her in a humorous way not to tell her daughter where she saw me because she would take it badly, and she agreed. But then she narked on me anyway. I got home to a furious wife who demanded details. When I provided the truth, she got extremely angry and looked legitimately hurt. I'm not good at handling confrontation, and I feel like I betrayed my wife in some way. Am I the asshole?
No.
Listen, my guy is a 230-pound, and I guarantee you, doesn't say a height, but I bet he's like 6'3".
Yeah.
I bet he's just a big blue-collar boy.
Yeah.
And
but that's just like a bad personal situation, too. Like, forget the food for a minute. Like that's like
I
I'm kind of like half and
it's
half
on his
it.
wife. No, I think it's on his wife because
it's not like
he did say he tried the communication first.
Yeah, and then the next day she cooked the same amount of food. So like that's just her being ignorant towards him.
Yeah,
that's her
not being open communication at all.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say no. This is let me tell you, not how at all. Not this night it was gonna go. Yeah. But I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Yeah, same.
I gotta agree. I'm teetering, but I gotta agree, especially like listen. I'm sure we don't know all the details. I'm sure it's embellished, but if he really did try communicating,
okay. But if he didn't eat the food when he got home, that'd be a different story.
Okay.
Because if he didn't like the cooking, he could just say that. But he obviously likes the cooking. It's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough sustenance.
Like,
so I mean, I think what he's doing is. I think what he's doing is okay. I mean, it's just he got caught, which like if he never would have got caught,
nothing would have happened.
Nothing would happen. They'd be happy.
Yeah. What? I feel like he's reading the comments right now.
Yeah. Probably like lose some weight, fat ass. Like,
not the asshole. She put you on a diet without your consent and is now gaslighting you about it. She deserves the rubber room.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy.
Dude, I'm sure you saw it in my face. That caught me so off guard. It was
crazy.
So sincere until the last like 2 seconds.
Yeah. I think it should just be. She should have fixed her cooking after the first conversation. It should have been. How hard is it? How hard is it to throw some fucking rice on the stove? Add some rice into it. Fucking add some pasta into it. How hard is that?
Yeah. Like it's instant. You can make instant mac and cheese. Okay, just make 2 instant mac and cheese.
Yo. Yes, you are the asshole because you really thought the in-law wouldn't narc on you. They would.
Fact.
No, it should be you are the dumbass. Is what you are.
Oh man, that was a good one. I think it was like one of the less fucked up stories, but I think it has some good comments.
Yes.
Can we ask a question? I'm gonna ask this one from you. What was the name of the Redditor that posted that? I want to know what his name was. It's got to be something funny.
Oh my god.
The rubber room guy. The rubber room guy.
Yeah, the rubber room guy. Who is the rubber room guy?
Hold up. Yes, all of this,
Big country.
I lost it. Where is it?
We discussed this off camera, but I do want to finish off this episode because we're going, down the dark hill, and we're here already. We're at that point.
I can't
talk about our intrusive thoughts for at least like 5-10 minutes.
Let's save that for another episode. We're already going on like 40 minutes, man. And we still got another 2 posts.
Oh boy.
Our 5-minute per post is not working too well right now.
Can I just?
I'm gonna stop looking. I can't find the post. I'm sorry, I don't have his name.
Shout out to him. Shout out to the rubber room.
I just want to give like a quick update as to why I want to. Why I told Shane about this.
God, I don't even think I heard the reason.
No, you have. My intrusive thoughts are bad.
Oh no, I did. Yes, I did.
Yes. So this is gonna be next episode, like we just said. But just to give you a little taste of my intrusive thoughts, I was going to work, right? And I'm at a quick check. If nobody knows what that is, it's basically Shane. Shane.
My bad.
You're good. No, I just want to let you know.
Yeah, I dropped something.
So my intrusive thoughts consist of I was at
difficulties.
I was at quick check. I was at quick check, and this family walks in, and there's this toddler who had to be like 3 or 4, right? And he couldn't figure out how to run still. So he was struggling. I
remember this.
And every part of me just wanted me to go, "You're not doing it right," and just kick the feet from under him. Just kick the feet from under him. I'm sorry if that's fucked up to you in any way, but I wanted to line up the kick like a field.
I'm sorry if something about the 4-year-old's legs is fucked up to you in any way.
All right, Ryan. We'll save the rest for next episode about your intrusive thoughts about kicks and toddlers. As soon as Shane is ready, we will move on. to the next
I'm
one.
sure it is just the tip of the iceberg, man. I've always said, any like psych major friends I have, I've told them that I have the perfect case study that they could probably win a Nobel Prize for.
On Ryan, just talk about what goes on in that man's brain.
Oh my god, I can't get the fucking
stab him and fuck the wound.
Why want to?
Did you just hear him, Shane?
Yep, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't, and I'm just gonna tie this knot, and I'm gonna think only about the knot I'm tying.
All right, go for it. I agree with that.
That was a well tied knot. Continue. Where was I?
Next one. On to the next one.
Am I the asshole for not canceling a boys' trip upon my wife's request?
No, immediately. No, you're not. But wait, this happened last time when we talked about canceling a boys' trip.
I know, and Ryan is still broken.
Let him go. Let him rip at this point.
I'm fucking crying! Because that's one of my legitimate thoughts!
But what prompted you to say stab him and fuck the wound?
I don't know! I was just thinking,
Go ahead, Shane.
Oh, fuck.
He's really crying.
Shit. Am I the asshole?
Oh man, sorry. Let me get back to it. So here is the backstory. Me, 33 male, and my wife, 32 female, have a 1-year-old son. Back when he was 5 months old, my friends and I began planning an annual golf trip that would take place 6 months later. As soon as we had tentative dates and location, I asked my wife when it was okay to go. She gave me approval and I began to plan. I found an Airbnb and booked the flights. Fast forward to 5 months later, a couple weeks before the trip, our son was in the midst of a sleep regression and he was waking up several times each night. My wife still breastfed him and would not accept me when he'd wake up upset. As a result, she was left doing all the tending to him during the nights. One day, she approached me and said that she didn't want me to go anymore and that I needed to stay home because she was afraid it would be too much for her alone. I told her that I understood why she was anxious about it, but she had agreed to letting me go already, and I'd already committed over $1,000 to the Airbnb in my name for all 12 of us. This evolved into an argument, and she was very mad that I would not change my mind. Oh, okay. I saw a hand out of the corner of my eye.
I had to readjust my mic, my camera, my bad. So blurry.
I told her that where was I? This evolved into an argument. She said that it was very mad that I would not change my mind. I told her that I'd gladly return the favor on a trip if she wanted to plan one and encouraged her to do so. During my trip, she sent me texts and called me very upset. When I returned home, we had another argument about it. We've since reconciled, but I know her stance on it has not changed, nor has mine. Am I the asshole? Edit. I've been asked to comment on the length of the trip, and I coordinated help for her before I left. I did coordinate help, but she wasn't comfortable with someone else watching him at that point. The trip was 2 days, 3 nights. Once again, am I the asshole?
No.
This is a tough one.
This is a hard one, but I'm going to lean towards no because...
You already put the money down.
I get it. And it's like, the thing that you got to realize, obviously, none of us know this. None of us are married. None of us have kids. No. But coming from, like, me, like, watching my parents and stuff, like, it's... Especially when you got that much money involved. Like, $1,000 is a big hit for anybody. I don't care if your household income is $60,000 or $260,000.
Yeah.
$1,000.
It's a grand.
A grand is a grand. That's more than a lot of people. That's more than a couple days worth of work. And he had to take time off of work. You assume immediately he took 2 days off of work.
Yes.
Right. So it's like, at that point, it's like, all right. The fact that he arranged help. And the fact that she rejected it because she was not comfortable with anybody else. Where's her parents at? Where's his parents at? You can't not be comfortable around your parents or your in-laws. Like those are your
any siblings of either person.
Yeah, or the kids' aunts or kids' uncles. Like where are they at? Even if it was just like her good friend from college or high school or good friend that she met at yoga a couple of years back and they're really close. Like anything like that, like I don't see why they can't just come and like, oh, like, hey, can you help me do some laundry? Can you help me cook a meal while I take care of the baby? Can you watch the baby for a while so I could take a nap? Like, that's easy stuff that could be handled with another person in the house.
The thing is, you already knew.
And here's the thing: is if you noticed, the baby doesn't go to him at night anyway. The baby isn't comforted by him because the woman's breastfeeding the baby.
Yes.
So he's useless anyway.
Well, let's not go that far. No. Give the guy some credit.
Well, he's useless in that regard.
Yeah, in that regard, he's useless at night anyway.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? He's sleeping while she's taking care of the baby.
Yeah.
So you need an extra hand during the day. Hey, Mom, could you come for 2 days?
Grandparents.
While Mark is on a golf trip with his buddies from work.
That's what everybody says. The best babysitters are the grandparents.
It takes a village to raise a child. That's a classic quote. You cannot do it alone. So, yeah, I think he's not the asshole. I think he planned the trip ahead, put a lot of money into it. It was well thought out with over half a year of time in between planning and going. Mm-hmm. I don't see how he could be the asshole.
Yeah, no.
And and that's not even counting how much you got to pay to get on the golf course, how much you're paying to rent a car, meals while you're out there, the flight. All that said was $1,000 for just the Airbnb. Yeah. Now you got to fly with your golf clubs. That's 3 days only. So you got to fly with your golf clubs. That's another charge, another hefty charge to fly with a set of golf clubs. Mm-hmm. And then you got to, like I said, your meals, getting on the green at the golf course, the cart fee, like all that stuff. That's another probably $1,000 with flights included.
A little over probably with the cart.
The person actually has a pretty good point too. Not the asshole. Situation is unfortunate, but single parents manage to survive every day without a partner. Exactly. 1 week is not the end of the world. People seem to be forgetting that here.
And it's not even a week. It's 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's 2 days, 3 nights, which means he'll be home all day one of the nights.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that first night, he's still gonna be there in the morning. He'll probably leave in like the afternoon, fly in that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, he's not the asshole.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no, he's not the asshole.
Yeah.
No.
He's not the asshole there. He gave a good amount of time. She knew this was coming. You know, she could have asked one of her friends to come over and help, like you said. Even if it wasn't like the grandparents or whatever.
Exactly what that commenter said. Give them a shout out. What's their Reddit name?
Just Papaya 6669.
Shout out Just Papaya.
I thought he was gonna say Just Pompeii.
Just Pompeii.
I'm on a roll tonight with the fucked up shit, dude.
All right. I can't. Let's all vote. I'm gonna say not an asshole.
Left after this.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Could you believe it? We are 5 not the assholes to 1. We are 5-1 on the not the asshole.
I know I keep saying it. I really expect it to be like asshole. Like,
I hope the last one's just outlandish as shit.
Oh, it's a good name.
Ryan, I have a bit of a surprise for you, buddy.
What?
I want you to read this one.
Hey, dyslexia, here it comes.
Open up Discord.
Sounds like a plan. I'll save the title for you. You can read it. Oh, I'm already streaming on there. Okay, perfect.
How am I supposed to? Can you zoom in?
Fine.
I already have a hard enough time with reading. Okay. No. All right. Here we go.
Start with the title. You've seen the format.
Am I the asshole for telling my cousin I'm not having a child-free wedding? Her daughter just isn't invited.
Oh,
I told you I saved a banger for the end.
I, 27 male, am getting married in the fall to my fiance, 25 female. And we've decided that friends and family can bring their kids since for the most part the kids are well behaved and will be with a sitter for the night so the parents can enjoy the festivities. The only exception is my cousin Linda's daughter. I don't know that name. Siri? Siri!
Sure, we'll go with it.
We'll go with Siri.
Siri or Sari?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Siri. It's just easier. Okay. The only exception is my cousin Linda's daughter, Siri, age 12. Linda's entitled and selfish, and she made her daughter entitled and selfish, as most Karens do. 2 years ago, my other cousin, Linda's sister, Lily, got married, and Siri ruined the wedding by throwing a tantrum and destroying the cake because she was jealous that Lily's daughter was the flower girl.
Immediately.
Oh, a belt. Okay. A belt.
Immediately.
The plot's getting thicker.
Yeah.
Linda recently called me up to talk, in quotes, and brought up the child-free weddings and how terrible they are. Her invitation said nothing about the child-free wedding. It had her name and her husband's name on it, and no +1 or anything to indicate Siri could come. It's Carrie. Oh, they spelled it wrong. They spelled it wrong.
No, because the CA is only in there once. Every other one is CE.
Okay, then her name is Siri.
I don't know.
Siri. Okay. It's Siri.
Okay. I told her I wasn't having a child-free wedding. Siri just wasn't invited because of what happened at Lily's wedding. I don't want to repeat Siri seeing she's not the flower girl again and throwing another fit. Linda's since gone to all that's not English. Linda's since gotten all of her friends and a few people in the family who take her side to bombard me. My fiance and family with text. Oh fuck, dude.
I told you were reading the last one.
Now, let's be honest real quick. Ryan does have dyslexia. So we're pushing him to his boundaries right now.
We're helping him.
I'm surprised I've gotten this far.
You've been doing really good. You have.
But my fiance and see, the alliterations are what fucking me up. I think it's just like a speech thing at this point. Me, my fiance, and family with text about how selfish we are for purposely excluding one child when everybody else can bring their kids. Okay. Edit. Everyone keeps asking why invite Linda at all. My family isn't very big on family is everything. Family first and respect your elders. Not if they're dumber than you. If I did not invited Linda and her husband at all, a shitstorm would be much bigger, and the majority of the family would be calling me to tell me to invite her.
All right, I'll go first.
Is she the asshole?
Oh, hello.
Oh my god.
Hello, Ryan. I'm gonna go first.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
listen, now I relate this situation to a very common situation in the family. Most families have a thief. When that person is invited, you lock everything up. Yes. It's a very similar situation. We have a previous 2 years ago kid that had a tantrum at the age of 10. Let me mark that. The wedding was 2 years ago. She's 12 now, and she was 10. A 10-year-old should not be throwing a fit and ruining a wedding cake. Now, just put this out there. Wedding cakes are not cheap.
Yes.
Wedding cakes are expensive. You're looking at like $300 to $500 for a cake for a wedding, especially to feed a large family, which, as you remember at the end, we have a very large family that's very family-oriented. I'm assuming there was a lot of people at this wedding.
Yeah.
So, a cake to feed that many people, you're easy $500, $600, maybe more, depending on how extravagant this cake was.
Yes.
So if you already have a kid who already at the age of 10, when you were 10, you should not be throwing a tantrum over not being a flower girl at a wedding. Let's be realistic.
10 years old.
Now, I'm gonna say that they are not the asshole, just based on the fact that there is a past. If this was just like out of the blue, Lily's arrogant, Lily's self-entitled, okay. Everybody's got somebody like that in their family. That's entitled. Got a little bit more money than everybody else. Got to throw it in everybody's face every once in a while. Everybody's got one of those in their family.
They're the best of everything.
Exactly.
Yep.
Precisely. Everyone's got one of those in their family, and you put up with it for the night, for your wedding, for your family's sake, for your sake. You want them to be there for that moment. It's a special moment in your life. But the fact that a kid has already ruined a multi-$100 cake in the past in a 2-year span, no, she's not coming to my wedding. Immediately, no, she's not coming to my wedding.
Not for a 10-year-old kid, like really?
Yeah.
No.
And now
that 10-year-old doesn't want to be there anyway.
And the worst part is the parent doesn't think she did anything wrong, so obviously that behavior has not been corrected.
Well, of course not. No, they're arrogant. They're no. So immediately,
all you have to do is just a quick, not even that hard, just.
I was gonna say, this dude's got a similar sentiment on here. Not the asshole, but I would reply, you're so right. It was really mean to exclude your child from the wedding that her parents were invited to. Therefore, I'm happy to admit I rescind the invite to you and your husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If you there's a thing that in the beginning it mentions that most people just aren't bringing their kids. Now, it didn't specify on the invitation that they're not allowed to, but most people just, we'll get a sitter for the night.
Yes.
No big deal. You're going to a wedding, get a sitter for the night.
What is a 10-year-old going to do at a wedding, by the way?
That's my
Sister, I'm not there like immediate direct family. They don't need to be there.
Yeah, like especially if like she said, or he said, whoever it is, he has other people who are invited, other kids who are invited, but they're not going.
Yeah, they're getting a sitter. Yeah,
they're staying home for the night. Mm-hmm. That's because the parents know, one, the kid doesn't want to be there. He doesn't. I'll tell you right now, I'm 21. I don't want to go to weddings. I don't want to fucking go to a wedding. Unless it's somebody that I know that's getting married, that like I have like a consistent relationship with. I don't want to go to the fucking wedding. I can give a shit if you're getting married or not. Congratulations, all the power to you. I'm happy for you. But I'm not going to the fucking wedding. I haven't been to a wedding yet. I was lucky enough to get the flu. I love my aunt to death. I do. And I'm very happy that her and her husband got. I heard not my aunt, my
this
cousin.
story did not need to be dropped.
Okay, I'm just saying I got the flu for the one thing. I don't like weddings. I would be miserable. I love the fact that my cousin got married. Love it for her. I love her to death. I don't have the attention span for a fucking wedding.
As you can tell, the attention span was low with him reading the 5-paragraph sections of "Am I the Asshole?" on Reddit,
and that was 5 minutes. Imagine 5 hours.
Yeah,
I have ADD and ADHD. You think I'm sitting in a pew for that long?
I can't make it to the chair part.
You think Jesus and me are on the same wavelength? I have the cross. It's just like a safety thing at this point.
Now, the reception part where you're eating and the DJ and the alcohol, Ryan might be okay.
Yeah, because I can move.
The church part, he's out of luck.
No,
he's playing Pokemon. He's putting incenses down.
He dropped the lore on the church.
Da 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 da. That's all you hear in the middle. And do you? Boom! Fuck! I didn't catch the Dragonite. Exactly what you would hear.
All right, Ryan, behave yourself. But I think let's vote.
What are we thinking?
I'm saying not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Boys, we went 6-1. 6 not the assholes and 1 asshole.
What was the asshole?
The asshole was the first one, right?
First one, yeah.
But yeah, making my daughter leave because my husband is attracted to her. That was
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me tell you, this was awesome. I had a lot of fun doing this.
This is gonna be a fun series.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get some guests on, get some other opinions in here. I think that would be awesome for sure. And like I said, look forward to some people of Walmart and some Facebook Marketplace finds because those are also going to be some good ones.
I might order a few things.
Yo, that would be so fire.
Oh, Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
No.
While we record.
Marketplace are the weirdest things I can find on Amazon for under like $10.
Do Temu. The weirdest shit you could find on Temu.
But wasn't there like a whole scandal with Temu recently with like giving out data or some shit to Chinese companies?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure there was like some big thing.
Happened to TikTok. Yeah. TikTok got in trouble for that too.
No, but it wasn't like a rumor. It was like oh shit, they're doing this.
Probably. They probably have my information.
Whatever. What are they gonna do? Fucking push for me to get more like fishing lures? That's what I've been looking at lately. So this guy likes fishing. Yeah, no shit.
Well,
I think this is a success.
I have to agree.
Of Reddit reviews, and I think this was a great episode, guys.
This is going to be a very interesting shorts.
I do. This is going to be a banger on like a series. Like this is going to be a good series. We should try to think of more like repeatable episodes.
What? What'd you say, Derek?
4 types of cauliflower soup. Kick her in the vagina. Kick her in the vagina and tell me how cold she is. That's literally exactly
all I have to say is when you're a little kid, right, and you're getting your ass beat by your parents, right? Like the belt, the chancla, the whatever the hell you're getting beat with, you hate it. But when I'm now older, I'm happy I got beat. I'm genuinely happy I got beat because I didn't turn out to be such a big douchebag.
I'm happy that I don't have parents like Siri the cake girl. Because if my parents never told me I was wrong, I'd be a menace to society.
Yeah. Somebody needs to take a belt to her. Diamond encrusted belt.
Are we sure that's not how we got into this mess in the first place?
At least we're entertaining.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. I wasn't talking about you, dick shit. Talking about the fucking girl.
No, she wouldn't take a bath. She wasn't getting beat.
See, now you're mixing it up.
Oh, okay. The first girl, she wouldn't take a bath.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. First of all, if she counts that as bullying, that is not bullying. That is insults to help you.
It's criticism.
Hygiene insults are just like, unless that person has a genuine good reason, like some sort of like fucked up condition.
Yeah, or like their water got turned off by like the water company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the fact that you have a beautiful home and like you won't get in the fucking shower, that's your own problem.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. That was the first episode of Rating Reddit Reviews.
Yes.
I'm excited for the future. I think we're getting, like I said, we'll get some guests on. There'll maybe be like four of us or five of us every time we do this from now on, and we'll get some different perspectives. I think it'll be awesome.
I hope that we can get some good live action recordings for this series. I know we've talked about trying to get together once everything's back in swing in the fall. Stockpile some live action stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
I still think I have an idea actually. So I don't know if you guys are down for this. I know me and Shane used to do this. Derek was a part of it last year. The Thanksgiving thing.
The Thanksgiving special that I used to do?
Yeah, I think we should continue that tradition. I like doing that.
I agree with that. However,
I think we do it live.
Almost sacrificing my PC for 13 audio tracks of 2 hours long into Audacity.
I think we do it live.
I think we do it live.
I think we set up a camera. We talk for like 10 minutes.
And then have people
bring somebody else in. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll do like shorts.
I don't know how the hell we're packing like 15 people that already don't live in your house into your house, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yes.
Last year.
Shane, when we are going back to school,
not passed out drunk.
No. When we go back to school, we have about 20-25 people sitting in my house because we have that like banquet thing, and then we play games.
We're using actually no, we can talk after the show about this. We need to wrap this up.
Okay,
Yeah, guys, it's been another episode of the Until the End podcast. Check us out on everywhere you listen to your podcast. Also, be sure to click that link tree in our bio. Make sure you watch on Instagram. Make sure you're looking at the TikTok. We've been doing good, getting some views. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode, man. It was a lot of fun for all of us here to film it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, let us know what you thought too.
Yes, let us know if you think anybody was an asshole. Let us know.
Should we do a secret message for people that watch to the end, so we could see who watched to the end?
Yeah, anybody who watched to the end, I need you to predict what Ryan's pizza coupon counter will be after the next episode.
Yes. Yes, okay, that'll be it. That'll be it.
You got a bit of a timeline across a few weeks. Yeah,
you got about 2 weeks before we produce the next episode. I want to see what you guys think will be the next amount of pizzas, Ryan. And what are you at right now?
I'm at 8, almost 9.
Right, almost 9. So he's got 2 whole weeks before you see our faces again.
Absolutely.
So you better be able to get something good, right? Ryan, and he's going to start getting some more pizzas, I think. He's getting there.
My parents are going to be here this weekend, so I have to rely on the Domino's guy to feed me. So we're good.
We'll be at 9 pizzas by tomorrow. Just want to put that out there.
We'll be at 10 by the end of the weekend.
All right. It's been another episode of Until the End podcast. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.